What's going on, real ones? BCHQ, and I'm back. This ain't a reaction today. I might try and get you some later. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time or not tonight. Probably not, because I've got a lot of stuff to do. But, excuse the noise, but I've got a pad. I've been doing my work. And what I mean by work, I told you about this battle rap stuff. I told you I was going to be getting back into it. Gnome 10 is tomorrow. I'm going to be tuning into that. Not sure when they're going to be released, or if I can replay on Caffeine. I've downloaded Caffeine. I've never used it before, so I don't know once you watch it live if you can watch it back afterwards, because I do want to do breakdowns of the battles and that, but I want to make notes of it, so I don't want to do it during it live, because I'm not going to be able to fully immerse myself in it and just enjoy it without looking at it from an analytical side and making notes of the bars. And so I've wanted to do a warm-up battle to just get back in the flow and the practice of doing a recap and a breakdown. I haven't done it for years, so, and if I want to do some for Gnome 10, I need to get back in the swing of it, so I thought I'd do a little warm-up for it. And I chose Cold War. They did an event, Cold War, a few months back. I'm not sure what the chat, I think it's something like Got You TV or something like that. My bad, I can't remember the channel, but I picked the Saga versus Murda. So without further ado, let's get into it. So round one, Murda started off, and just before I get into it, going forward, I'm not going to catch every single thing, or even if I do, I'm not probably going to note every single bar down, because it's just, I'll be here forever. But I'm going to note down the things that I felt, some of the things I didn't feel, and just stuff. If something I haven't caught it, then you can let me know in the comments, and I'll be like, oh yeah, appreciate that. But just so you know, it's not going to be every single bar, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of them, but it's just the ones that I like. So Murda went first. He opened up trying laid back approach, like that big boy shit, like I'm gonna big bro you, and that, like, he ain't got to try. I felt it backfired, because he kind of started stumbling on his words out the gate after a few bars, and it didn't take him long to like get back on his thing, but he did have a stumble there, so weren't a great start from Murda. But after that, once he got into the flow of it, he sort of started heating up. He had a nice bar about holding his neck, then I squeeze on him till the blood stopped, like tight bandages, and then followed that by the chances of you living like little LeBron. That's Bryce Maximus. That's referring to LeBron James's youngest son. I thought that was cool. Then he had a scary movie, because he gone scream out a character and it's gonna be funny. Scary movie because he gonna scream out a character and it's gonna be funny. It's a rap like a mummy. You stepped on smack to make the cutting blow. Blow, smack, it's another term for drugs. And then he said the flame hit him like Jesus sent Satan to get him. Murdered. I thought he did a nice slick holy scheme as well, ending with, I guess Jesus changed his decision. Forget the holy shit, I bet when he see what I hold he shit. Holy shit, when he see what I hold he shit. And play on words. What else have we got? After all that jazz, I'm supposed to believe that Louis Armstrong, I'm a trumpet. Louis Armstrong used to play the trumpet, but he said about jazz because he was playing jazz. But also people say the Saga looks like a male version of jazz. Like, that was crazy, like double entendres, and, do you know what I mean? I weren't sure. I've heard of this Boondocks. I'm assuming it's the cartoon thing. Didn't really understand it, but I noted it because I got quite a bit of a reaction. He said Boondocks because of the ruckus. Now I know ruckus is in Wu-Tang Clan ruckus, but I'm not sure what it refers to in this, because I don't know if it's to do with a cartoon. I don't know. Trying to catch Murda but can't beat him. Your lawyer's public. That was sick. So you better have that same temperature after we cook or something. Aluminum foil does it. Cook aluminum foil when you cook up a drug, and tight. I thought he also had a fire NFL scheme. You being a St. Louis on this Cardinal might have them. So St. Louis Cardinal. Might have them all on the side, but he's still got to catch it. So on the side of the helmet, but you got to catch it. You got to catch the ball. That was fire. Ain't shit wavy about your soul. The fuck is you, a pair of Jordan 5s? soul in your shoe, Jordan 5s, that was sick. But soul as in the soul in your body, your spirit, fire. So that was all I had, the notes and the bars for Murda that I liked in the opening round. I thought he went crazy after the initial stumble and the slip up out the gate. I thought he heated up nicely. So the Saga, I'm on a murderous run, but the only advice I got for Murda is run. Special rounds lining up for Jay. It's like the money ball rack, like in basketball, and they're doing like the 3-point shootout, and the money ball is worth more points. Whoever booked this must have failed US history, and I'm so sure, because if you done more, Murda was never needed for the Cold War. If you dove more, Murda was never needed for the Cold War. That was sick. If you know about your history, you'll get that. Get you thrown in the freezer. Police find your body in ice. They seem devastated, but they can't complete till Murda's thawed out. But thought out is premeditated. And also when you, like the thought, meditation, sick. That was sick. I'll put Murda on beats so it's not nice. Not when you knot up someone, when you hit them, they get the swelling and it knots up. But also put Murda on beats, like lyrics on wax. I can't say the word, acnophobia. I can't, you know, with the spider thing. Through it all I had to fight despite of fear, the spider fear. That was sick. Arachnophobia, that's it. I couldn't say it for a minute for some reason. Feeling like packing big at the height of my career, only to get murdered at the height of my career. That was sick as well, just a play on words. I'm a different cloth moulded into a beast like a towel animal. Little humorous bar there. Get pressed and uplifted like a window screen. That got a good reaction. Every punch applied to traumatise and give a night to murderous justifiable homicide. That was fire as well. Is that all I had for this? Let me just check. I got a lot of notes, people, so bear with me. So that's all I had for round one, innit? I'm going to give round one to the Saga. I felt Murda did his thing, but for me, his punches just weren't as hard-hitting as the Saga. But I think if he hadn't have done the slip-up as well, it would have been a lot tighter to call. But that initial slip-up at the beginning, I'm going to give it to Saga. So going into round two, I don't think Murda opened up the same, like, with the same momentum. Didn't slip up in this one, but I think the momentum and the energy in that was better in the first than in the second. But it was still pretty good. It wasn't whack. I think the crowd were overhyping him a bit. Well, quite a lot, to be honest, with bars that I kind of understood them, but I wouldn't have reacted to him, I don't think, even if I was there in person, how they were reacting to it. I felt like they were gassing him a lot. He said, I give niggas the bucks before I know it's worth the bags. That was pretty nice. I'm a kill bro. Plus I sell crack and I'm literally a hard-working man. That was fire. That got a huge reaction in the building as well. Crowd again though, after that I felt that they were gassing again over bars that were okay but not worth what they was like reacting, how they were reacting. Y'all think I come to play in this stage. This ain't a Broadway thing. Pelican fly like a Scarface scene. I think he had some okay humour in this. It was more humour in this round for me that played in nicely. But I just felt that he didn't really have as many, just wasn't as hard hitting and as in depth as the first for me. He says it's contradicting because I say I'm okay with the J flips about flipping J, but you could still get hooked over a line. Now that was fire, how he just delivered that and set that up. That was nice. He used flips and, do you know what I mean? Hooked over a line. Like hooked over a lyric, but you'll get hooked over a line. Like, that was sick. I could let an animal do a number on them, like baby books. So, you know, you got the books for the animals and then you got the letters on them, like the ABCs. And so I had that for round two. Nothing too crazy for me. He had a few good little, like that contradicting one with the J flips. That was nice. But overall, I felt his first was a lot better, even with the stumbles, to be honest. Round two, Saga. Like this venue, let me enlighten you all. That was fire, because the venue had lights, obviously studio lights around them and that. The white sheets to cover up murder, like Epstein. Now that is sick. I've just finished watching the Epstein Netflix series, so that was a refreshing bar to hear. Quit all that acting hype, Farouk, Bradshaw, we don't act alike. Old school wrestling fans, you'll get that. Your style venomous, well, I'm down for whatever, proud pessimist. just there's vocab that Saga uses. I'd forgotten how fire he was with it, like, because I haven't listened to him in such a long time. Like, I think this is the best I've seen him, to be honest, off the top of my head that I can remember. Go ahead, see that flower, the horse on my wild Pegasus. That was fire as well. Like, the crowd, I felt like the Saga throughout the battle had more momentum and more confidence. He looked more sure of what he was going to do even before he spit his rhymes and that. So I definitely give him that advantage as well. But through his blood, minor forgotten child negligence. Small but wise baby Yoda. And that's what I had for Saga. Like, he had more bars in there, but I didn't write them all down. I've kind of gone through like the ending of some of the schemes and stuff, but not a shabby round at all from the Saga. As I said, Murda, I felt his first round was better overall than the second, so I'm going to have to give it to Saga again, man.